to add instant wow to your deck without buying a single chair? Slide your largest planters to the outer rail. Designers say framing the edges in green opens roughly 30% more floor space for seating, a tiny tweak fueling 2025's most saved outdoor pins. The result feels like a built-in border, guiding traffic while keeping sightlines clear. Perfect for cozy gatherings, alfresco brunch, or even sunrise yoga on a petite platform. This year's headline trend is treating the deck as a true outdoor living room. Builders are creating multi-level platforms that zone lounging, dining, and fire pit circles without adding walls or bulky dividers, letting the eye cruise across one graceful sweep. Pair this architecture with slimline railings, integrated bench seating, and quietly neutral decking boards, and you'll match the minimalist aesthetic topping 2025 lookbooks while making even a modest footprint feel generous. Color sets the emotional tone outdoors just as powerfully as in the living room. Earth-forward shades, sage, driftwood gray, and clay taupe, are eclipsing the once ubiquitous red-brown planks, delivering a calm, biophilic vibe that quietly links deck and landscape. Test stain swatches in full sun and shade. South-facing boards can fade 2 tones by sunset, proving that light and color psychology must work hand in hand before you lock in a hue. A deck feels alive when its planters perform in every season. Landscape pros recommend combining evergreens for winter backbone, deciduous shrubs for spring drama, and perennial bloomers for summer fireworks, then underplanting with cool season annuals that carry color into fall. Pick container stalwarts, heuchera, dwarf conifers, or blue star juniper, that shrug off temperature swings and hold structure when herbaceous neighbors fade. Keep irrigation simple with drip emitters hidden beneath rims to maintain tidy pots and happy roots. If you dread daily deadheading, opt for self-cleaning bloomers like Supertunia Vista bubblegum petunias, diamond snow euphorbia, and really red petunias. They shed elderly petals on their own and keep flowering until frost. These workhorses thrive in generous 14-inch pots, forming spill and fill cascades that disguise planter edges and soften deck corners. Anchor the show with a dwarf evergreen, and your container will still look polished once the annuals finally sleep. For ecological flair, swap at least one exotic flowering pot for natives that feed pollinators and songbirds. Miniature oakleaf hydrangea, tufted hairgrass, or coneflowers can live happily in large containers for several years, adding habitat while saving watering chores through deep root systems. As twigs mature, woody stems offer overwintering shelter for beneficial insects, transforming your deck into a living corridor, not mere decoration, for your neighborhood ecosystem. Need more greenery but ran out of horizontal real estate? Go vertical. Attach a slat wall or recycled pallet to the railing for instant pockets that cradle herbs, succulents, or strawberries. Layer terracotta rails above eye level. Alternating trailing vines with compact edibles so foliage drapes like theater curtains while produce stays fingertips close. The finished living wall doubles as privacy screen and fragrant backdrop without surrendering an inch of valuable floor space. Furniture can make or break the feel of a deck. Designers suggest starting with foldable bistro tables and nesting stools that pop out only when guests arrive, then disappear to reclaim circulation paths. Complement those shapeshifters with a storage ottoman that hides throws and candles, keeping surfaces clutter-free and evening transitions effortless. The goal is an adaptable stage. One moment a solo coffee perch, the next a cocktail terrace, all managed by smart pieces instead of permanent fixtures. Decorating on a shoestring. Start with paint. A single quart of exterior enamel in a saturated hue can revive a weathered porch swing or rescue thrifted chairs in under an hour, yielding the highest style per dollar return of any deck project. Next, scavenge mismatched cushions and wrap them in outdoor fabric remnants for a unified palette without buying new inserts. Finally, group flea market lanterns at differing heights for evening sparkle. Budget may be tight, but ambience doesn't have to be. If you're planning a full resurfacing, eco-minded composite boards are stealing market share from tropical hardwoods. They're fabricated from recycled plastic and reclaimed wood flour, resisting stains and splinters while saving forests and weekend sanding sessions. Pair composite planks with hidden fastener clips for a sleek, barefoot-friendly surface that photographs like a resort but requires only soap and water to maintain.